Alright guys, before Russell here, and today I am not bringing you my NXT TakeOver 25 review. Unfortunately, I haven't seen the entirety of that show. I've only seen the opening two matches. I've seen the Roderick Strong versus Matt Riddle match and the four-way tag team ladder match for the NXT tag team titles. I've seen both of those matches. I haven't had a chance to watch the rest of the show. I've had to splice those matches in with this day, and this has been a very I've had to do a lot today. I wasn't able to watch the show last night live because we had company over, and this morning I had to, as I said, kind of watch it in parts almost. I watched the first match completely on its own. The second match I had to watch in two different parts. But no, I will hopefully get that review out by the end of the week. So far, that show is looking pretty spicy. I'm not going to reveal any of the results or my grades for the matches yet. But pretty excellent show so far. What I'm going to be doing today is my second episode of the Hemswell Hall, and this episode is going to be titled "The Quest to Find Champ Bear." Now, if you know what Champ Bear is, you know where I'm going to be going in this episode. But yeah, so I thought a subheading for each episode would be nice, and it'd help each episode kind of follow a timeline or kind of give each episode a little bit more spice, I suppose. But no, this is episode 2 of Hemswell Hall. If you haven't checked out my first episode, please do. I basically announce and tell you what the series is going to be about. I'll briefly run over it though now. There's a car boot sale near me called Hemswell, which is in Gainsborough, and I go there. I'm going to go there probably once a month. I've gone 2 weeks in a row because last week we only spent a little time there. I'm going to go probably once a month, and basically I look for old games, I look for toys, just stuff that I think would be really cool to add to my collection, and Sherelle's collection as well. Sherelle buys stuff too. So yeah, that's what the series is. It's just me showing you what I picked up at Hemswell. If you haven't seen episode 1, please do check it out. I'd appreciate the view and the like. And without further ado, I guess we should get into this episode 2 of Hemswell Hall. So I went into this episode of this week, knowing again what I wanted. I wanted games naturally. I know Sherelle wanted some specific books, and she definitely always wants specific games. She really wants PC titles. She likes the Sims games on PC, so we're looking for those. As far as toys go, there was a specific teddy bear line or a specific teddy bear make or type that I was looking for. I really wanted some Care Bears, and I specifically wanted Champ Bear. Now, Champ Bear is the blue bear with the trophy on his chest. I don't know why, but that's just the one I want. I used to watch Care Bears quite a lot. It's one of those shows that, I don't care. It's great. Care Bears is great. And I saw a bunch of Care Bears, and I was tempted to get one for myself, but I didn't see the Champ Bear one, the one I wanted. Which is why this episode is going to be called The Quest for Champ Bear Begins. So that is what I'm hopefully going to be looking for over the coming weeks, or the coming episodes of Hemswell Hall, the Champ Bear. And finally, one week I'll hopefully get it and find it. But this week, instead, I saw a bunch of Care Bears. Champ Bear wasn't there, but usually I kind of also, at these garage sales, car boot sales in this country, that's what we call them, I like finding stuff for my little niece. She's just turned 1, so I really like finding toys and stuff for her. And I decided a Care Bear would be a great toy for a kid, for a little girl. So I picked her up a really nice conditioned Care Bear. This has basically been washed. This is Friend Bear. It's got the little sunflower on its chest. This is absolutely beautiful. This is from about 2002, and it's just beautiful. It feels fantastic. There's no scuffs or any marks on it, really. And it has been washed. You can tell it's been washed. It's so clean, so pretty. Maybe my favourite thing I picked up, and it's not even for me. But no, this is going to go to my niece, Lucy Lou, and this cost me £3. So nothing really to worry about there. Really, really pretty. I wish I'd picked up another one for myself. But yeah, this is going to go to my niece. So I hope you enjoy it, Luce. I hope one day you watch this and see that I bought this specifically for you. But no, we're just going to put, we'll just have him or her. Is Friend Bear a girl? It's yellow, so I guess it's a girl, because that's how Care Bears works. But yeah, Friend Bear from Care Bears, that cost me £3. The books that Sherelle was looking for, that's kind of the second thing we're going to touch on. The books Sherelle was looking for are the specific Harry Potter books that she doesn't have in her collection. So she lost her copy of Chamber of Secrets, apparently, and she just saw it on a stall. She just saw a copy of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Apparently it was 50p. I gave her 60 pence, because I only had 3 20 pences. She just gave him 60p. 60p? 60p, sorry. I don't know what's up with my throat today. I've done a very long day, up at 6 in the morning. Spilling tango everywhere. And I got a cold as usual. Which is weird, because it's warm outside, and I bet I've got a bit of sunburn. But 60 pence for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, can't really complain. We were looking all day for the other book that she didn't have, which is The Order of the Phoenix. Basically, her copy of it's a little bit dishevelled, so we were trying to find her another copy of that, and we unfortunately couldn't. The next thing, we rode up onto a sale, and there was a guy selling a bunch of board games. Me and Sherelle really enjoy playing knowledge-based board games, and I think, in all honesty, the best knowledge-based board game is Trivial Pursuit. So we picked up this is a really heavy box. It's Trivial Pursuit, the deluxe edition. It's in really good shape. It basically comes with like 6 different categories, which are like games in themselves. So you know when you see that like Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit like box, essentially each category's got its own box, so you could basically do Trivial Pursuit based around one category if you really wanted to. It's really, really fantastic shape. I imagine this was barely ever used, and like there's so many cards. I don't know where the dice are, and there's no. I think the board is probably underneath. I'd assume it's underneath if I have a look. Yeah, it's underneath the bottom. So yeah, this is a fantastic little buy. She wanted me to buy it. I said to her, if it's £2, we'll get it. She asked how much it was. The guy said £2. Really couldn't complain. Really, really nice edition of Trivial Pursuit. So, and it's also a newer version, I believe. Really, really nice find this. For £2, we really can't complain too much. Really, really nice. £2, so that's £5.50 so far. I'll give you a grand total of how much I spent throughout the day at the end. Next up, we moved on to my first game stuff. I just came up onto a sale, and they had a couple of random 360 tiles that I didn't have. And I believe last week I mentioned about collecting all the Assassin's Creeds on 360 just so I had them all. I've got 4 at the minute, or 3 of them. I believe I've got 1, which I've just lent out. 2, sorry, I've got a horrible cough. And I bought Black Flag, obviously, last week. So, this week, you can see how much it cost. I just picked up Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, because I don't have it, and I don't think I've ever played Brotherhood, weirdly. It's in really good shape, though. Like, this, I would imagine, has never been played. I would imagine it's never been played. There's only 1 disc. Now, I don't know if... Is there only 1 disc with Brotherhood? It doesn't say, like, disc 1 or anything. So, it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm not too worried about that. So, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I also picked up NHL 13. It says it was £1, but I actually got the pair for £1.85. I looked in my pocket at how much change I had. I literally had 85p. Sherelle had £1. I just walked up to the lady and said, would you take £1.85 for the 2 as opposed to £2? She nodded, but it was like the most angry nod. Like, she stared a hole through me. I can't wait to see her next week and to give her £1.65. I'm not like, it wasn't like I'd scammed her. I did ask, will you take £1.85 for these? And she did say yes, she nodded. So, can't really complain, no. 2 Xbox 360 titles I don't have in my collection. And the NHL games are actually quite good on the 360. I remember playing a lot of NHL 12. Is that on the 360? And that was a really good game. Is this complete? This is complete. This is complete. And the disc is in pretty good shape. So, yeah, I'm happy to have those. 2 more games for the collection. I'm going to take the stickers off. I can't believe I've still got pre-owned 1999 stickers on it. It's amazing, isn't it? That after all these years, I just paid 92 pence, 92.5 pence for those. So £1.85, just round that up to £2 for NHL 13 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We went to another sale, and I believe we saw a couple of random PS2 games, which the people we went with today, which was Sherelle's family, one of them was interested in PS2 games. I looked down, and I just saw one of those old WWE Brawling Buddies. Now, it's not too old, it's only about 5 or 6 years old. One of those, like, decently old WWE Brawling Buddies. And I looked at it, and I didn't even ask how much it was. The guy just said it's £1. I was like, I can't leave it for £1. So I bought myself a Sheamus Brawling Buddy. These are really well made. The only problem with this one is a bit dirty. We're going to have to hand wash this probably because of the battery thing inside. That thing. I think it's already ruined. I know that when you squeeze the belly, usually they make a noise, or I think because I remember pressing this in the shop a couple of years ago. Because this was in the shops only a couple of years ago for probably $29.99 or something like that. So I don't really care paying £1 for it. It's cool. It's probably going to sit in here, I'm thinking. I don't know where I'd sit it. Maybe with the Pokemon. I would really like it. Getting this one really makes me want the old WWF Brawling Buddies. Those massive Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage ones that are like massive, like nearly twice the size of this. But this is still very, very cool, and for £1, I really can't complain. It looks like Sheamus. It looks nothing like Sheamus. But no, it's in decent condition. It, as I said, just needs a bit of a wash. So I'll stick him next to a friend there. Oh, Bulbasaur. Basically giving Bulbasaur some more friends. Thought I showcased Bulbasaur this week. I can't remember who I showcased last video. But the bloody pop-up always comes up at the wrong time, and I always nearly press the stop record button, and it really worries me. Moving on, we moved on to probably the best pickup of the day. Well, best pickups of the day, outside of the Care Bear, which apparently those Care Bears are quite pricey now. So I really wish I picked up 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them. Because those 4 of them, they were all like that. They'd all been washed. They were all £3. I really should have picked up another one, because I actually quite want them myself, because they're really well made, the Care Bears. But anyway, these pickups, probably the best of the day. There was a massive, you could tell this was like people that do this rather regularly. They were selling games, but like, they were selling a SNES, they were selling an N64, they had a couple of original NES games. Original NES, like there's a new NES. Original NES, oh, I just said it again. The PS1 games, and a bunch of PS2 stuff, a bunch of Wii stuff, a bunch of DS stuff. They had a bunch of boys' toys, most of it was boys' stuff. They were selling a lot of McDonald's, Mario sort of toys. Ben 10 toys, it was all kids, all boys' stuff to be honest. And I asked about N64 games. I don't currently have an N64. He actually had an N64 out. And I asked how much it was, and it was £45. I could probably get one for slightly cheaper. So I think I held off, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy that from here. He said it'd come with a game. I don't know what game it'd be. If it'd be like a decent game, like he said it'd give me Conker's Bad Fur Day for a tenner, which isn't too bad. He had Mario 64 for £20, which I know isn't too bad. I think Conker's Bad Fur Day, I know in the package it's probably about £80 or more than that. But out of it, I don't know, probably about 20, so £10 not bad for that. But I asked him about N64 games. He had a tub of a couple of like older games. He brought out that tub. In it, I found WrestleMania 2000, which I've wanted for quite some time. I want to get all of the wrestling games on the N64, because I'd argue that its wrestling games are the best. WrestleMania 2000 apparently is a very, very good wrestling game. No Mercy is, as I said, probably, I think, the best wrestling game ever made. Probably my favourite wrestling game. But this one, I really like as well with N64 carts, going and seeing what people have done on them. So this one is in really, really good shape. Can't really complain about it all. It's got a lot of weight to it, though, I will say. I don't remember any of my other carts being as heavy as this one. But that was going to be £5. I then saw a game on the Wii that I actually owned years ago when I originally had the Wii, when my parents bought the Wii. The Wii when it originally came out, which was Sonic and the Secret Rings. I picked it up, I said, how much do you want for this? He said it's £8, so it would have been 13 for the 2, but he then said, I'll give you the 2 for 12. Is this really £8? Like, I had a look on the internet afterwards and I saw conflicting amounts. Some people were like £2.99, but a bunch of them were over that. So I don't know. Is this really going for more than £8? Like, let me know if it is. But I was stunned when he said this was going to be £8. But as I said, I kind of wanted it, and he was bundling the two together. So and that for a fiver is really good, I think. So I'm not too bothered. Sonic and the Secret Rings, which is actually one of the best Sonic games of the past decade, and WrestleMania 2000. So decent pickups there. Finally, the other thing that Sherelle bought today, it makes it look like I buy everything, but it's just I'm a bit more lenient, I think, with what I buy than Sherelle. And I think I just like spending money, and I said I collect more, whereas Sherelle likes buying games to play. I mean, I'm going to play these games as well. I am going to play them. But Sherelle likes being very strict with her purchases. Sherelle, as said, wanted the Sims games. We went inside to a market. Sherelle found a copy of Sims 2 on the PC. This is like 6 discs. I haven't played Sims 2 on the PC. I've only played it on the PS2. But this has got like loads of discs. I don't know. As I said, I don't know what the difference is between them. It's got 4 discs. It's actually in really good shape. And apparently this is a couple of quid online. So Sherelle asked him how much he wanted. The guy said, make me an offer. She said £2.50, and he took it. So £2.50 for Sims 2 apparently is really, really good. And with that, the guy also said, is this a PC game to Age of Empires 2? Sherelle said, I think so, and he just gave it to her for free. So Age of Empires 2, free game. And I think she said I could have it, and I'll ask her if she wants it. But if she doesn't, it can go with my PC games, which I've got like 4. It's actually in really good shape. See, Age of Empires is probably the oldest game I've got on the PC. It's definitely the oldest game I've got on the PC. But no, this is in decent shape. It's very weird that it's in this sort of case. It's very weird seeing PC games in a smaller case. But yeah, very, very cool though still to have that. And I'll talk to Sherelle later about giving me it for free because I like collecting. And then the last thing of the day, very small thing, the smallest thing of the day, we went to sit down just before we were leaving, and I know that there's like this figure store that just sells like random boys' toys and stuff, and I just went up to it, and I just saw this little Yoshi figure, sticks his tongue out. It's cool, it's a McDonald's toy, I'd imagine it's a McDonald's toy. It's a 50p, gave him 50p for it, walked off. It's just going to go on my Nintendo shelf. I'm thinking of getting... Because when I went up to the store that I bought the WrestleMania 2000 and Sonic and the Secret Rings from, they had a box full of, like, old McDonald's Mario toys, like Donkey Kong, Toad, and I wish I'd bought some, because I really wanted some of those to decorate my Nintendo shelf. Which is this one here with my N64 and my Wii and stuff on. So I really quite like that. Obviously, I've got my PS4 Stubbingses and stuff. But I'm wanting some Nintendo stuff as well, and I quite appreciate some Xbox. Maybe I'll get one of the Kotaku figures of like Marcus Phoenix or something. But no, 50p, still works really, really well, and it's actually really clean outside of that little scuff on Yoshi's eye. So, yeah, that is my haul for today. That is Hemswell Haul Episode 2. As far as how much money we spent, I think if you have a look at it, there's £4 here. £6, £8, £12 for those 2 games there, so £20, £20.50, £23, £23.50 for all this stuff, which is, there's 4 games, 6 games, 2 teddy bears, a book, a board game, and the board game alone is probably £15 to £20 in the shop, so, and then a little McDonald's figure, which is £1. So, that if that's £20 on its own, if we say 15 on its own, WrestleMania takes you over the edge for how much I've spent this week. So, really, really good week for me and Sherelle. We bought some great stuff, really, really good haul. Better than last week, just because we had more time. And I thoroughly enjoyed Hemswell. I love going to Hemswell and just walking down every aisle and seeing games and seeing toys. Gets me so excited to the point where my voice goes like that. But, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Royal Russell. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to tell me your thoughts. What did you think to Hemswell Hall Episode 2? The quest for Champ Bear begins. That's what we're going to call it. What did you think to the pickups? What is your favourite pickup we picked up? For me, it's probably this friend bear that's going to go to my niece. What did you think I overspent on anything? Did you think anything's a really good value? What sort of stuff do you look for at car boot sales? For me, as I said, it's usually games, toys, and just random stuff that will go in this room. I just look for stuff that will go in this room. I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Revolver Ocelot. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Hopefully later on this week we'll have my NXT TakeOver 25 review. Please stay tuned for that. And I guess I've said this 3 times now, and I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Revolver Ocelot.